Incidentally, when we're doing this sort of thing, I mean, you're getting ready. You're not being filmed at the moment.
No,
you are being filmed, but it's not being recorded.
Oh, good.
It's being shown on the...
Being recorded.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway. But normally, it's being shown on the monitor while it's getting ready. It's not being physically recorded. When he presses a button on the camera, then it starts being recorded. So all you've got to do is just give us some sort of indication that you're going to start.
Right.
If we rehearse it first.
Okay. This is a trick. Used. Actually, can I stand up for this? Might be easy. This is a trick used in Kings of Spades. If we take one of the Kings of Spades and turn it face down like that, and we give it a flick, we get another one face down like that. In fact, we end up with 1, 2, 3, 4 face down cards. If we turn one face up and give it a flick, we end up with another one face up like that. You end up with 1, 2, 3, 4 face up kings. Turn one face down, give it a flick, you get another one face down. And you go on and on and on like this all day. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you're probably all thinking that I'm using 5 cards. So if I take one away, like that, and put it in my pocket, that leaves us with how many? 3. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the king's back. So if we take one face up king, put it on the top, we've got 3 face down and 1 face up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 face up and 2 face down. Take one from the bottom, put it on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 face down and 1 face up. Can you buy it? It's 2 face up and 2 face down. Nothing on that one. Nothing on that one. And birds on that one and birds on that one.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
What I'm going to do is to show you a trick with 12 cards. I think this is about the best one for visual. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 cards. Now, I'll just place those others in my pocket. Now, I'm going to show you an empty pocket, empty as the streets of Aberdeen on a flag day, nothing at all inside the pocket. Stick it back. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 1 is 12. Now what I'm going to do is to pass these cards up the sleeve, across the waistcoat, and into this married man's pocket here. That's married man's pocket, there's no money in it, you see. So I'll just snap the cards and pass 1 card, just like that, 1. There goes the second one, across the waistcoat, into the pocket, 2. Third one, pass, 3. Fourth one, pass. And if you snap twice, it's a snap that does it, that sends 2 cards into the married man's pocket.
Yeah.
And of course, the pocket is entirely empty, nothing in the pocket. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 is 6 cards, 6 cards. And if you watch me very, very carefully, you'll see I got, get away with that, I thought. But look that. My hand slipped that top. Anyway, but there we are. 1, 2, and the pass the card there. Nothing in the pocket. Did I show you the pocket empty just now?
Yes.
I didn't, did I?
Yes.
I have 1, 2, 3 left. Would you like 1 to disappear or 2, sir? Like our friend? 2. 2? I don't know why, but there's 1, 2, and 1 left, which of course you pass through the hand. As you can see, my hand is right. Ah. Yes, I think that's just gone. a little trick here, which I'll show you. I'll take a fan of cards. I'll take these cards away. I'll show you the same size these cards as those. Just place them in my pocket. These cards are just puff and blow on these cards, and every time you see these cards, they will get just a weeny bit smaller than the ones I have in my pocket here. I'll take one out and stick it just there. I won't get it mixed up with our friends' cards. Smaller, little smaller. Just puff on the cards, and so the cards become nearly the size of a penny, you see? Smaller than this one here. Not difference in the size. And as a matter of fact, I think I've only got old gold coins this evening, so I can't show you a penny, but the cards are smaller still. And if we watch the cards very, very carefully, they're made of India rubber, you see, just like that. Smaller, smaller, one of them. Once more. Once. And if I blow on those cards there, and that's exactly how.
Okay.
A little Chinese fantasy. In a street of Chinese lanterns, by the sign of the swinging gong, lived a slant-eyed yellow maiden in a house of old Hai Pong. Now old Hai Pong was a barber, and this sign told people so. This little tassel was one hung high, and this was one hung low. Any questions? If you pull hung high, hung low goes up, and it's the same the other way round. The reason is the cords go through these sticks of old bamboo. Now the slant-eyed maiden, herself on mischief bent, cut the cords between them, and the sign for a button went. Old Hai Pong sent for a friend who rejoiced in the name of who flung. He said, no worry, no damage has been done. If you pull, hung high, hung low goes up. And it's the same the other way round. The reason is the cords go through the bottom of the sticks of old bamboo. Now the slant-eyed maiden was most annoyed. I hate who flung, she cried. She hated Hai Pong quite a bit, and we know the reason why. So one day at the dead of night, or possibly at noon, she pinched old Hai Pong's razor and crept beneath the moon. With one slash she cut the cords, and the sign in ruins fell. And then she gave a haunted laugh and took a train to Camberwell. Old Hai Pong sent for a friend who he had seen before. Who flung came and found a sign in ruins on the floor. No worry, says who flung, if you work it slow. Hung high come down, hung low go up, and it's the same the other way round. And the real reason is that there's magic in these sticks of old bamboo. Marvellous, isn't it? How the man does it, I don't know. If you always wonder what a magician does when he goes on tour. Well, it's becoming very difficult of late. I find by, for instance, taking a cash book or cash around with you, it's an impossibility, so we take the checkbook. We keep the checkbook in the wallet, and we use bits of paper. Now, why do we use bits of paper, these magicians? I'll tell you why. I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of paper when I go travelling, and this is the mugger's lament. You see, you frighten a mugging, I am always. So I use these pieces of paper, you see. Anybody seeing me with paper, don't worry, but believe me, it's very nice for me, because I just take the bits of paper and say, gilly, gilly, and I turn them round, you see, just as you like, doesn't make any difference to me. You open them up, you get some nice bits of writing, it's very nice, isn't it? Look at this. How the man does it, I don't know. You know, it comes a time, really, when you go travelling on the continent and you still want your pieces of paper. You'll notice on the continent that the notes are much smaller than ours, you see, so we use them, no matter how you do. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just the same, you see. Marvellous, how the man does it, I don't know. And all those pieces of paper, all they require is just a little pull like this, you see, just rub them around, don't worry. Then you get this, you see, marvellous, yeah, look at this. Italian, Belgian, German, Dutch. Go on all night like that, marvellous, isn't it? And that's how we go along. A great deal of trouble is in this country when you get back. I don't know what the Exchequer's thinking about. Do you know, years ago, I could say at least, 3 years ago, we had pound notes that size. That size we had. And the Chancellor of the Exchequer thought he'd like to do something with them for us, so he made them out that size. Marvellous, isn't it? How the man does it, I don't know. Look at that. Now, what's he going to do next? If they carry on like they do, I can see, actually, coming them down to that size. Marvellous, isn't it? How the man does it, I don't know. Anyhow, watch. 1, 2, just have it like that. Down to that size, look, they're getting so small. Now fancy going into a shop and spending them like that. One never knows, does one? You'll eventually put these in your pocket. You won't know them, will you? Unless you'll be losing them before long. Anyhow, that's how it is. Of course, I wonder about this chap, the Exchequer as we know him. I mean, I say, is he going to sooner or later, as he tells us, get a note that size? I'd like to see one, but at the same time, for the time being, I'll be quite satisfied to have them that size. Thanks very much.
One of those days, he said, I've got something here that you just can't afford to go away without. It's based upon science, and he tried to tell me that it was mind over matter. And the thing is done with just 2 ordinary matchboxes, packet of cigarettes. Well, you take the 2 matchboxes, and you place some solid object between them, and then by the laws, was it Newton or somebody who said for every action there must be an equal and opposite reaction. And you find that if you close the matchbox at one side, and then when you close the matchbox at the other side, that side one opens. As I say, the law is that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Nothing to do with a packet of cigarettes. We can in fact do it, if you like, without the cigarettes at all. 2 matchboxes. It's amazing the difference. You can tell, can't you, that I know that I normally do, that I normally only do mental. 2 matchboxes. Whatever you do to one, by the law, there will be an equal and opposite reaction. So if you close that one, if you close the other one, then you find the other one opens. And it is one of the few things that we're able to do